They told him he had 5 good years left. That was 15 years ago. He's still standing, still speaking, still living. This is Living with Parkinson's, the good, the bad, and the reality. A podcast about what happens when life throws you something incurable, and you fight back anyway. Hosted by Bryce. Diagnosed at 40, 15 years into the battle. This is the truth behind the tremor. Let's begin.
Okay, let's be honest. Parkinson's is frustrating, but it can also be hilarious. All right, today is part 3 of our Superpower series, and we're talking about weird, random, and the hilarious things that we've gotten surprisingly good at. I'm not even going to try to play the intro today. I just want to get right into it. So if you're new here, my name is Bryce, and if you're not, hi, welcome back. Welcome back to Living with Parkinson's, the good, the bad, and the reality. I'm not a very good salesman for this podcast, I don't think. I always forget what it's called. I just want to get into it. I'm so excited to share this with you. But today is all about the funny side. Because guess if we can't laugh, then what are we even doing? So let's wrap this series up with a smile. And I'm going to give you my superpowers, my Parkinson superpowers. Ready? Number 1, I am a random screenshot king. I was looking at myself. I'm the random screenshot king. I mean, my phone is filled with like 97 screenshots that I didn't even mean to take. I could print a photo album of all of my home screen. I have screenshots of my home screen like over and over and over again. I go to like find a video or a photo that I like and I want to show like my kids. Hey, guess what we saw the other day? And I got to go through all these things of just like my home screen. I mean, why the heck am I taking pictures of my home screen? I've got pictures of my feet. I was traveling the other day, or a couple of weeks ago. I was in Toronto, and I came back and I'd taken some shots to show my wife some things. And I came back and I'm like, hey, check this one out. And she said, well, here, just give me your phone and I'll just whip through it. And I'm like, yeah, that's even better. I don't have to try to hold the phone there for her while it's shaking around. And she starts, flipping left. And she's like, oh, there's a good shot of she goes, what is that? Oh, that's an ugly carpet. And I'm like, I think that's the hallway of the hotel. And she's like, oh, that's nice. And then she flips to the next one. She goes, okay, so now this is the hallway in the hotel. What, closer to the elevators? And it was just full of these random shots. That's an amazing superpower. I mean, who can say that they can do that? I can do it. I can do tons of it. I can do it more than I even think I can. But anyway, that's my superpower number 1, right? Superpower number 2. My Parkinson's superpower number 2 is my voice to text adventures. And let's just say that autocorrect and Parkinson's tremors make for some really creative messaging. See you soon. I tried to do see you soon the other day. It was like Caesar sponge. And that's a true story. Caesar sponge. I don't know where it came from. Caesar sponge. And my wife, I was talking to my wife and she's like, and I'm like, can you imagine being on the other side of that? You're just sitting there, right? You're just sitting there and all of a sudden you get like Caesar sponge. And the last time I talked to her, I'm like, I'm at the store. I can't find this. It's driving me nuts. I was trying to find something. I'm getting frustrated. And it's driving me nuts. And I said, I'm just going to put my phone in my pocket. I ain't going to text you again because I just want to get out. I just want to get home. Right. And so she's like, okay, I love you, whatever, see you soon. Relax. And I'm like, no problem. I know I actually didn't get anything back. I put it in my pocket. And then I took it out and I was done. And I'm like, hey, I was going to say, I'm done. See you soon. Okay. So I have what do you call it? A basket full of groceries. So I'd rather, I'll just speak into it really quick, right? See you soon. Done. Right? I'm getting these, are you okay? Are you okay? Text, are you okay? I'm in the car. Are you okay? You okay? Phone me. And I'm like, what's going on? And I said, Caesar sponge. Now, that's another, the funny thing about that is, it's like, what the heck did she think Caesar sponge meant? I don't know. It meant something pretty scary in her world, though. I'll tell you that. So anyway, crazy superpower. Who can do that? Who can have this voice that sounds like you're either so drunk you can't even speak? I mean, that's us. We're cool. It's awesome. How about you? Have you ever like spoken to your phone and said something completely off base? And if you had, and it's PG-13, throw it in the comments. If it's R-rated, DM me on Instagram. I'm just kidding. All right. Okay. Superpower number 3. Ready for this? I think I might have mentioned this before, but it's my Parkinson's shuffle. It's not fast. It's not graceful, but it's mine. right? The bonus, it's quiet enough to scare strangers at the grocery store. I mean, I can literally fly through the grocery store and I can like sidestep and move, and it's like ninja style, like ninja style. Parkinson Canada has a video commercial. It's called, your swagger. What's your swagger? And it's like, we're all individuals. And rather than be embarrassed about this shuffle thing that we got going on or whatever, just embrace it. It's yours, man. No one can, you're an original. No one can copy you, right? How about this one? Superpower number 4. And I kind of like this one. I am the master of the exit strategy. And you better believe I know the location of every bathroom in a 5-mile radius. It's a talent. It's a calling. It's a lifestyle. I never really thought at 54 years old I'd have to know where every bathroom is, because there are some times that if I don't know, or it gets a little dicey. It's a little scary. And so I have this unique ability to be in a mall or a store that I haven't been in forever, because I don't like going to the malls, but I can be somewhere where I haven't been in a long time, and I can tell you where the restrooms are, and I can get you there. Well, I can't get you there, but I can get myself there pretty darn fast. It's funny. I can't remember a word that I've said a million times, or I can't remember 5 minutes after I've taken my pill, if I've taken a pill, my meds, I don't know, but I know where every bathroom is. And I was going to say it's like frickin' ninja style. It's really cool. I think it's cool. You're probably thinking I'm just it even doesn't matter. I love it. And you know what? Even if nobody ever watched this video, this podcast, or watched the podcast, listen to the podcast, I'm having fun because I'm having a Parkinson day and I'm taking it back. Damn it. All right. Okay, here it is. I love this one. Superpower number 5. The great excuse generator. When I forget something or I just don't feel like doing it, I hit him with it. I don't know if you know this, but I have a neurological condition that makes any task, and I mean any task, extremely difficult. And they go, I am so sorry to hear that. And you go, and rather than let them off the hook, I'm like, why not? I go, yeah, and worse than that, there's no cure. And, no, sorry, I screwed up that whole thing. I go, worse than that, it's progressive and it gets worse.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
You don't have to do Parkinson's alone. Inside Bryce's inner circle, you'll find more than support. You'll find a private community of people who get it. Monthly Zoom calls, real conversations, direct access to Bryce, and a place where you can post, chat, get support, and support others, and just be real, without judgment. If you're looking for connection, strength, and a space to breathe, this is it. Join Bryce's inner circle today. The link's in the show notes.
And they're like, oh my gosh, I am so sorry. And I go, it gets better. It really does get better. And like, what else? Like, what else could, like, what else? What, how much more can one man take? Well, there's no cure. it's like the craziest thing ever. I swear, you should just try it sometime. If you're having a really bad day and somebody's just like, I don't know, nagging you or somebody's on your butt about something, I mean, seriously, just hit him with it. Just absolutely hit him with it. Just remember this. Like, I don't know if you know this, but I have a neurological condition, and it makes that task, or most tasks, extremely complicated. I'm doing my best. Yeah, and it's a progressive disorder, which means it gets worse and worse and worse and worse. And yeah, there's no cure. Like, holy moly. You want to make someone feel bad? You make yourself feel really good for 10 seconds, but then let them off the hook. Let's be nice people about it. Or don't. Depends. Doesn't matter. I just absolutely love it. I love it. My wife hates it. I'll do it, but I do it way better than that, especially around my wife. But humor, we need it sometimes. We need it more than we think we need it. I'm hoping you're smiling a little bit. I'm hoping you're making it laugh a little bit. I'm hoping that you can, maybe even if you're having a bad day, maybe this is one that you might want to share with somebody who's maybe having a bad day, or share with somebody you haven't heard with in a while and see if it maybe cheers them up. Or number 2, save it. Come back and check it out. Like when you're having this crap day, just come back and watch it, right? And then when you get yourself back in kind of out of the doldrums, then we can get back into the serious stuff. But I mean, Parkinson's is a serious disease, right? I mean, we have a lot of strategies and a lot of helpmates. I get it, and I'm all over it. And I live my life, like I said, live my life like I'm going for it, like I really want to live it. I mean, I'm living hard. I'm living my life harder than I did when I thought that I was some crazy kid that had no worries in the world and I was just going to do it and never, nothing could touch me. That's the way I'm living now because I want to live it. I want to experience everything I can experience while I can experience it. And I want to live it to the best I can. And I hope you do too, because that's the type of people I want to roll with. That's the people that I want to talk to. That's the people that I want to be around. I don't want to be in some depressed group that it's woe is me and feeling bad and feeling sorry. I'm not saying we don't have days like that. And I don't know if you heard my Alexa just went off and said it's about to snow. What? It's March doesn't matter what date it is, but it's the end of March. I don't know where you live, and I don't know. Anybody else getting snow today at almost April? I am. Yep, I am. But you know what that does? It kind of makes my walking even better. So I always had this thing, and I don't know if it's a Parkinson's thing or not. I'm not sure. And no one can give me an answer, but people used to always make fun of me about I trip over things, I bang into things, and for years, like a long time, and they were always like, oh, there was a big. My parents somebody used to make a joke that Bryce can trip over a baseboard, right, and or bang himself with a baseboard. I can play sports like crazy. I can skate like the wind. I could do all these things, but try to walk through a room, I'd hit every coffee table. I'd bang into things. I'd stub my toe all the time. And now, as I look back, I'm kind of thinking it's probably had something to do with Parkinson's because maybe I wasn't lifting my feet. Maybe I wasn't doing, what it, and it's pretty interesting to throw that out. So I'm going to tell you something I'm working on right now, and you can maybe help me out. I'm going to ask you for your help. So, last night I ended up I've been having trouble hearing for a few years, and when I was about 45, I got tinnitus in my ears, and so now it's like this. It's not a roar, it's not a ringing, but it's like this constant buzz in my ears. So obviously, when you had this constant buzz in your ears, it's kind of like, okay, what else, right? Like everybody's like, I'm like, well, I just ignore the tremor. This is, I ignore the tremor, or I can fight the tremor, or I do this with the tremor, and then also now I've got this thing in my ear. So now I'm like fighting tremors and trying to not get dizzy or flip out or freak out or whatever you want to call it. And God, woe was me, right? And so anyway, I went to the doctor. I was actually going to take speech therapy, and so at the same time, I'm like, hey, well, check my ears and all that kind of stuff. And it turns out that what I was told was that it was just old age. I think it was 45 or no, it's just 45. So oh my gosh, man, that was like 9 years ago. Wow, I thought it was just yesterday. So he said, because I remember him saying, and you get over 45 and into your 50s, and it's just old age. Have you worked in factories? I'm like, no. And do you listen to a lot of loud music? I don't think so. So whatever. Okay, old age, I'll take it. Right? Throw it on the list. Like throw it up on the list. And anyway, but progressively over the last 4 years, my hearing's gotten worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. And I'm like, what in the world is happening to me? Like what? I don't know what's going on. And so I went for a hearing test yesterday, and oh my God, my hearing was awful. Like it was gone. It was, I think it was like, I don't know, the graph was supposed to look like straight across this way or whatever. And it was a big swoop down. So I can't hear like high sounds, and I'm missing half the words and all that kind of stuff. And I'm kind of like in my head, I'm going, well, I'm kind of glad because I thought maybe it was just me, and now I know it's my ears. So I ordered hearing aids last night. I didn't realize, I don't know how the process worked. I didn't know. It was just kind of like walk in and boom, spend thousands of dollars and have hearing aids. And so anyway, it was crazy because when it's an audiotician. There's another word. You know it. Throw it in the comments for me. Anyway, they were doing all the tests and everything, and they put something on the back of my neck, like the steel bar thing, and something on like a thing around my head and on my neck. Anyway, she said it was something neuro, right? Had something to do with my brain. And I said, well, isn't that interesting? This great brain of mine. And she said, I asked her, I said, do you know anything about Parkinson? She goes, oh yeah, I know about Parkinson's. I know Michael J. Fox. And I'm like, oh, you know him? Like, say hi to him for me. But she's like, no, like I know of him. And I'm like, of course. I said, well, that's good. And I said, So that's what you know about Parkinson's. You know of Michael J. Fox, like the kid from Family Ties, or Back to the Future. And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, okay. I said, and she said, yeah. So I don't know if it's tied to Parkinson's or anything like that. I'm not sure. That's not my thing. I've never studied it. But she said, you know, I said it's a neural thing. It's a brain thing. It's like my brain is not hearing the words. I'm sorry, like my it's not transmitting. My brain's not transmitting to my mouth. My ears aren't Oh my god! Whoa. Right now, my brain's not transmitting anything. I'm completely done. Anyway, no, it's just it's slow. It's something's happening neurologically. So I thought that was an interesting tie. So I'm going to get into this. I'm going to study this thing out. I've got a couple calls. I've got a couple of my movement disorder buddies across the country, some of the leading ones in Canada, and one in the United States. And I don't say that braggingly. I'm thankful that I have connections like that I can call up and just ask questions because they know what I do. And I've hosted them events. I've interviewed them and did other things with them. So I'm going to get some answers tomorrow. And you know, maybe I'll make a video about it. And if you don't mind, in the comments, any trouble hearing? Do you have trouble hearing? Do you have hearing aids? Has it gotten worse? You know, with their diagnosis, has it progressed? Are your ears perfect? I don't know. I mean, again, we're all different. As an example, I can still smell. A lot of people can't. But if you do, if you just could let me know, please. Like, hey, I watched the video. Don't even say watch the video. Say, yeah, I can hear. I mean, hearing's fine, or hearing's the same, or no, my hearing's gotten worse, or whatever it is. Just throw it in there. I just want to know how many. It's almost like a straw poll, and I don't want to run another poll. I don't really like doing that all the time, but I would just love some feedback because it'll help me in my investigation tomorrow and as I go through this. And I'm hoping to get some real answers real fast because I just want to know. It's not it doesn't matter. I still can't hear, but I just like to know. So, and then if enough of you are having trouble hearing or are interested to hear about whether there is a connection with Parkinson's and hearing, and maybe you know, and you probably do. I'm probably the only one who doesn't. You're all going to give me links to videos and stuff, but don't send me any links because I really want to just get I want to get my own opinion on it before I get swayed either way, you know. And I'm going to do that tomorrow. So let me know if that's a video that might interest you. And if it does, I'll make a video about it once I have the answers, once I know. And the only thing I can promise you is that I don't guess at stuff. I have real experts and real people that I talk to, and I make sure it's research backed or it is life experience backed, right? But you can trust me. I sound like a used car. You can trust me. Anyway, you can. But anyway, that is sort of where we're going. But you know what? The truth is, here's the truth. We've all had to adapt, haven't we? You've had to adapt, and I've had to adapt. But sometimes we can adapt in a really funny, creative, and a clever way. And honestly, I actually think that's something to celebrate. I do. I'd love to hear your funny Parkinson superpower. Drop it in the comments. Let's all have a laugh together. And hey, if the series made you smile, consider sharing with someone who could use a laugh or smile or two, or maybe a pick-me-up. I really love this. I love doing this, and I love the community we're building, and I love being with you. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.
Parkinson's may be part of your life, but it doesn't get to define it. Thanks for listening to Living with Parkinson's, the good, the bad, and the reality. If this episode moved you, helped you, or reminded you you're not alone, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Want to go deeper? The Inner Circle is waiting. Monthly Zoom calls, 24/7 community, and a direct line to Bryce. You'll find the link in the show notes. Until next time, keep showing up and keep doing life today.